A dark cloud of grief and disappointment hovered over the courtroom after the presiding magistrate made the pronouncement that bail would not be granted to the 5 accused that stood by in the accused's box in anticipation that their prayer could be answered. Both the accused and the accused's counsel looked on in disappointment after Her Worship Sienna Owomugisha rejected their bail application and adjourned the hearing until 17th May 2022.
Of justice to both the prosecution and the accused persons. This matter is adjourned up to Tuesday next week, the 17th of May 2022 at 9. The level the state had to make the verification as prayed for and make a response to this bail application. In the meantime, all the accused persons are further remanded until
the four Makerere University and one Chambago University students, represented by their lawyer, Counsel Geoffrey Tudyamsima, were applying for bail in order to return to their respective institutions and catch up with their ongoing examinations, a firm ground on which the bail application stood. However, to the disappointment of the defendants, that window of opportunity was closed by a court decision, and they may have to wait until the 17th of May, just days before the timetable for exams expires, at least for Makerere University.
The court does not grant her prayer, and it grants bail to the 5 applicants. But most importantly, that even the state knows the places of abode of all the applicants. I separate.
verification is bad faith in this court.
It is bad faith for the students and the process of doing the exams.
The ruling comes a day after another group of 5 students were granted bail by the same court on the same charges.
The guiding principle upon which bail is granted or not granted is that each person once released on bail shall be able to return and attend his trial. I find that the applicants have provided court with that safeguard that once released they shall be able to attend their trial. And in the premises, I hereby grant bail to all the 5 applicants on the following terms.
Outside the court, the lawyer of the accused, Counsel Geoffrey Tudyamsima, spoke to the media about today's hearing.
In regards to the last 5 applicants or the students who were arrested and charged for unlawful assembly last week, when we appeared, we proceeded with our bail application. Unfortunately, the state attorney objected on the same and requested for more time to verify the letters or the national IDs of all the sureties, which of course we objected because it infringes on the right to education of our class because the students' judicial notice. Unfortunately, court has granted the prayer until next week on Tuesday. However, to bring out the doubt from her, court has given her the leeway to verify the same documents, which I believe she's going to do, and we shall appear for a report on that day.
Today marks the end of a 3-day series of bail application hearings involving a group of at least 15 university students who were arrested last week at Parliament while they were chained and attempted to enter the premises of Parliament in protest. The students were arrested and remanded. 10 of the 15 have already been granted bail, the last group of 5 having been granted the same yesterday. However, today's and the last group has been denied the same, citing concerns over the credibility of the sureties. Court will henceforth cross-examine the information provided by the sureties before it rules on the same later on Tuesday at 9 a.m. Until then, the future of their education remains in balance after they failed to do this semester's examination, a ground on which they sought bail. Robert Ndiamhachi for BTM News Today.